This is a series of videos. Please refer to the methods of stitches, ignoring the yarn color. Select the corresponding yarn colors in your material package to learn. Please refer to both the videos and the instructional brochure during your crocheting process. Please make sure to first view the beginning 10 instructional videos to learn the basic methods of crocheting, and then view the instructional videos for your purchased product. The little cat. We'll crochet this cat for demonstration. Please watch the tutorial videos first and practice the basic stitches with the practice yarn and the crochet hook in the kit. Let's crochet the head of the little cat with orange yarn. Work into a chain. Pinch the yarn tail with your right hand. Wrap the yarn around your little finger, and then bring it up to index finger. Pinch the yarn tail with your thumb and middle finger. First, make slip knot in this way. Work into a chain. First, make slip knot. Make loop around your middle finger and index finger. Pull the yarn out between the middle finger and the ring finger, and then press it with your fingers. We can see an X shape is formed on the front side. We have two yarns on index finger. Pull the right one to make it cross over the left one. Okay. Then pull the left yarn out like this. Tighten the yarn. A slip knot is made. Put the hook into the loop and pull the longer yarn to tighten the loop. Then wrap the yarn around your little finger and bring it up to index finger. Pinch the yarn tail with thumb and middle finger. In round 1, work 7 chain stitches first, then turn, skip 1 chain stitch to work 1 increase for some crochets, 2 increases for some crochets, and 1 increase from the second chain stitch. Finally, end with 1 slip stitch. Let's start. Such a slip knot is made. Work 7 chain stitches first. Yarn and hook, and pull the yarn through the loop and hook. That's a chain stitch. We'll start working chain stitches. Yarn and hook, pull the yarn through the loop and the hook. That's a chain stitch. The loop and hook is not counted as 1 stitch. Such a V shape on the side stands for 1 stitch. One chain stitch is done. Continue to work 6 more chain stitches in the same way. 7 chain stitches are done. The loop on the hook is not counted as one stitch. There are 7 V shapes, which stand for 7 chain stitches. Then turn, skip 1 chain stitch to work 1 increase in the second chain stitch. This is the first stitch. We'll work increase in the second chain stitch through the loop on one side of the chain in this position. Increase means working 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Insert hook through the loop on one side of the second chain. Yarn hook and pull up loop. There are 2 loops on the hook now. Then yarn hook and pull through both loops on the hook. The first single crochet is done. Insert hook into the back loop of the second chain. Pull up a loop. Okay, there are 2 loops on the hook now. Yarn hook, pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. That's a single crochet. Place a marker in the first single crochet. Such a V shape is formed on the side. Place a marker in the first stitch through the underneath of both loops of the V shape. Okay. Then work 1 more single crochet in the same stitch. Insert hook through 1 loop of the second chain stitch. Yarn hook and pull up loop. There are 2 loops on the hook now. Then yarn hook and pull through both loops on the hook. 1 increase is done. Increase. Increase means working 2 single crochets in the same stitch. In the next stitch, we'll show how to work 1 increase. First, work a single crochet in the next stitch. Then work 1 more single crochet in the same stitch. One increase is done. 2 V shapes are formed on the side. Then work 4 single crochets. Insert hook through the loop on one side of the next chain, yarn hook and pull up loop. Then yarn hook and pull through both loops on the hook. 1 single crochet is done. Continue to work 3 more single crochets in the same way. Then work 2 increases. Work 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Then work 1 more single crochet in the same stitch. Two single crochets are in one stitch, that's one increase. Turn the fabric. Then we'll work through the loops on the other side. Work 1 single crochet in this stitch. Then work 1 more single crochet in the same stitch. Two single crochets are in one stitch, one increase is done. Then work 4 single crochets. Four single crochets are done. Next, work 1 increase, which means working 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Remove the marker. And work 1 snip stitch in this marking stitch. Insert hook into the marking stitch. Yarn hook and pull up loop. Then pull the first loop through the original loop on the hook. Okay, that's 1 snip stitch. Snip stitch. Insert hook into the next stitch. Hook the yarn. Pull the yarn through the stitch and also pull it through the original loop on the hook. That's a snip stitch. Repeat. Insert hook into next stitch, hook the yarn. Pull the yarn through the stitch and also pull it through the original loop on the hook. Repeat 1 more time. Okay, that's a snip stitch. The snip stitch serves as a collection. It is not counted into the number of stitches. Round 1 is done. In round 2, work 1 chain stitch, 1 single crochet, 1 increase, and 2 single crochets. Then change to white yarn to work a set of 2 single crochets, 1 increase twice, and 2 single crochets. Then change to orange yarn to work 2 single crochets, 1 increase, 1 single crochet, and 1 snip stitch in turn. Let's start. Work 1 chain stitch first. The chain stitch at the beginning is to raise the height and will not be counted into the number of stitches. Work 1 single crochet in the first stitch, where we just worked the snip stitch of last round. The hook needs to go through both loops of the V shape. Mark the first single crochet. Next, work 1 increase, which means working 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Then work 2 single crochets. We'll change yarn and the second single crochet. Now work the second single crochet. Insert hook into next stitch. Yarn hook and pull up loop. Wrap the white yarn around your fingers. Pinch the yarn tail and the fabric together like this. Then white yarn round the hook and pull through both loops on the hook. The second single crochet is done. Then work 2 single crochets with white yarn. Insert hook into next stitch. Put the yarn tails above the hook. Okay. Yarn hook and pull up loop. Then yarn hook and pull through both loops on the hook. 1 single crochet is done. Work 1 more single crochet. Next, work 1 increase, which means working 2 single crochets in the same stitch. One set is done. The second set, work 2 single crochets. Two single crochets are done. Next, work 1 increase. Set the white yarn tail aside. Then work 2 single crochets. We'll change yarn and the second single crochet. The first single crochet is done. Now work the second single crochet. Insert hook into next stitch. Yarn hook and pull up loop. Change to orange yarn. Orange yarn on the hook and pull through both loops on the hook. The second single crochet is done. Then work 2 single crochets with orange yarn. Next, work 1 increase, which means working 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Then work 1 single crochet. Put the white yarn above the hook. Remove the marker and work 1 slip stitch in the first stitch. Round 2 is done.